Namaste students. Our next topic is types of chemical reactions. Dear students, there are various types of chemical reactions. But in this syllabus of class 10th, we have to learn only following chemical reactions. Number 1, combination reaction. Second one, decomposition reaction. Third one, displacement reaction. Displacement reaction. Number fourth, double displacement reaction. Number 5, oxidation. Number 6, reduction. Number 7, redox reaction. It is the combined form of the oxidation and reduction, where RED stands for reduction and OX stands for oxidation. Then let us start one by one. First of all, combination reaction. Combination reaction. That reaction in which two or more than two chemical substances combine to form a single product. The reaction in which two or more than two chemical substances to combine to form a single product is known as combination reaction. In this reaction, reactant side two or more than two chemical substance. Chemical substance means in the form of compound or elemental form, and after reaction it gives a single product Such type of chemical reaction is called combination reaction. As for example, quicklime, calcium oxide is also known as quicklime. It exists in solid form. When dissolved in water, it forms calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide is also known as slacked lime, and it is quicklime. In this reaction, we see that in reactant side, calcium oxide and water are present, while in product side, only single substance calcium oxide is formed. That's why it is a type of combination reaction. Next example, carbon in the form of solid reacts with oxygen in the form of gas to form carbon dioxide gas, plus amount of heat releases. Other magnesium in the form of solid reacts with oxygen in the form of gas to form magnesium oxide in the form of solid after balancing two. In all chemical reactions, we see that amount of heat released, so we can say that combination reactions are exothermic, and in previous class we know that such type of chemical reaction in which amount of heat released is known as exothermic chemical reaction. Then after, our second type of chemical reaction is decomposition reaction. Decomposition reaction. It is just opposite form of combination reaction in which a single substance, when a single substance splits up into or breaks up into splits up into two or more than two simpler parts, either in the presence of heat, electricity, or sunlight, is known as decomposition reaction. Example, calcium carbonate exists in the form of solid when heated. For heating we use the sign capital delta. After heating it converts into two simpler parts as calcium oxide quicklime plus carbon dioxide in the form of gases. When electrolysis of water H2O in the form of liquid in the presence of electric current, it decomposes into hydrogen plus oxygen. We have to balance this chemical equation. 2H2O, 2H2, H2 in the form of gas, oxygen in the form of gas. And third, silver chloride AgCl in the presence of sunlight, it decomposes into silver in the form of solid and chlorine gaseous form. We have to balance this chemical equation, so we use 2 as a coefficient in AgCl and where we write 2Ag. In this chemical reaction we see that a single substance splits up into two simpler parts, either in the presence of heat, electric current, sunlight. That means our conclusion is that in decomposition reaction we have to require energy in the form of heat, electric current, sunlight. That's why we can say that decomposition reaction are decomposition reactions are endothermic. And about endothermic, we know that type of chemical reaction in which heat is required is known as endothermic. So decomposition reactions are endothermic, and in this decomposition reaction, decomposition is possible either in the form of heat, electric current and sunlight. Therefore decomposition reaction divided into three parts. So dear students, now we write types of decomposition reactions. There are three types of decomposition reaction. One is thermal decomposition, also known as thermolysis या thermolytic decomposition. Second one, electrolytic decomposition या electrolysis. And third one, photolytic decomposition या photolysis. So we define these different types of decomposition reaction one by one. First, thermal decomposition. Such type of decomposition reaction in which a single substance splits up into or breaks up into two or more than two simpler parts in the presence of heat. In simply, we can define this thermal decomposition as follows. Decomposition reaction which is carried out in the presence of heat is known as thermal decomposition or thermolysis. As for example, when we heated ferrous sulfate FeSO4, after heating it gives ferric oxide plus sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. FeSO4 exists in solid state. For balancing, here we take 2FeSO4, and after product side it is already balanced. So in this decomposition reaction, we see that FeSO4 splits up into ferric oxide in the form of solid, sulfur dioxide in the form of gas, and sulfur trioxide in the form of gas. So it is an example of thermal decomposition. Next one, electrolytic decomposition. Electrolytic decomposition. So in this decomposition reaction, which is carried out in the presence of electric current. Such type of chemical reaction is said to be electrolytic decomposition. As for example, water decomposes in the presence of electric current. It exists in the form of liquid. It decomposes into hydrogen as well as oxygen gas. For balance, 2 molecules of H2O and 2 molecules of H2 in the presence of conc H2SO4, because distilled water do not dissociate into hydrogen as well as oxygen gas. So we take Conc H2SO4. Third one, photolytic decomposition. Such type of decomposition reaction in which it is carried out in the presence of sunlight. So we define photolytic decomposition reaction which is carried out in the presence of sunlight. As for example, when silver chloride in the form of solid exposed into sunlight, for sunlight we use abbreviation HNU. It decomposes into silver solid and chlorine gas. For balancing we use a coefficient 2 in AgCl and 2 Ag. Dear students, we have learnt about decomposition reaction and its types and combination reaction. So your homework is solve in text problem page number, solve in text problems of NCERT page number 10 and prepare notes. Thank you.